Moving on, I want to talk about something good that happened. Got to set up the sound. Vivek Ramaswamy is the only Republican candidate for president who gets it. He really is. I just want to watch this video of what happened at one of Vivek's events recently, and I want you just to see how this should be handled.
Gender transition today. We're done teaching our troops. Protect our women. Amen. Protect our Amen. And I believe that you know what? The number of rapes that are actually reported in the U.S. Let her speak. Let me get you to finish the episode. Can I just say one thing? I want to give her a chance to speak. You want to come back here? You can say something to me. It's okay. Come back. Come on back. It's okay. Come on up. It's okay. You can ask me a question, and then I will answer. You want to ask me a question? Yes. You can do that.
If somebody non-consensually rapes me, I'm not having their child. This is my choice. It's my body. I'm already raising a kid that somebody implanted in me and doesn't take care of. The system does nothing for the single mother. There's no child support, and nobody goes after them. I've been raising a child by myself for 8 years. My name is Kayla Crest.
And are you a mother?
I am a mother.
Okay, thank you.
And my kid is successful, and I don't want to be frowned upon. I don't want to be put down because I'm a single mother. My kid is healthy, happy, and successful.
Thank you, Kayla. And I want to say you're doing one of the most important things is a mother raising more children in this world. Even if we have our disagreements, I want to say thank you for that. So thank you. And part of what it means to live in this country is we have free speech. We get to speak our minds openly, even if we all don't agree on it. So let's actually applaud her for the courage coming into a room and asking a question, even though we don't agree.
So can we think about what most Republican candidates would have done in that instance? Vivek is giving a speech. He is talking to these people. This woman comes in, starts yelling like crazy, like doing the typical like SJW, like re. No one can even understand what she's saying, but that's what she's been taught to do because that's what they teach them to do. And if that was like any other Republican candidate, what would have happened is that woman would have been dragged out of that event by security. If it was Trump, he would have been making fun of her for her hair and not being the right body shape the entire way. And the whole crowd would have cheered. They would have laughed at her as she was going out of the building. What did Vivek do? Vivek didn't do any of that. Vivek said, "Come here. You can say something. What do you want to say?" And then she said, which I actually think is a pretty reasonable point, no one should be forced to have a kid if they're raped. It should be consensual. I'm sorry. I completely agree. This is why I'm pro-choice. As a woman who has been raped, I know explicitly how afraid you are that you're going to get pregnant. And I know I would have wanted that choice had I gotten pregnant. Thank God I didn't. And what she said is, I'm already raising a kid. No one helps us, like by herself and without support from anyone. No one helps us. And everyone should have that choice. That was what she said. That was a completely reasonable thing. Now, she didn't go about it in the best way of making that point, but she probably comes from a place where that is literally what they teach you to do. They teach you to shout down anyone from the Republicans because they teach you that Republicans are not going to listen to what you have to say anyway. But Vivek because he is a grown-ass adult, de-escalated the situation. He did exactly what you should do. He didn't make an example of her as some sort of crazy SJW that was coming in to ruin his event. He completely de-escalated the situation. He gave her a chance to talk. He gave her a chance to say what she wanted to say. He got the entire room to applaud her for her bravery in speaking up. And he said, the most important thing is that you're a mother. I bet you that singular interaction really planted a massive seed of cognitive dissonance in her and anyone who sees this video about who Republicans are and what they believe. That was the adult thing to do. Vivek Ramaswamy, I agree with Middle MAGA so much. Vivek Ramaswamy is running the best campaign of all the presidential campaigns, and it's not even close. And the smartest thing that the GOP could do in their collective lifetimes is to vote for Vivek in the primary. I'm sorry. He would be able to campaign in a way that Donald Trump cannot, that Ron DeSantis sure as shit cannot, that no other Republican candidate would be able to do. Vivek Ramaswamy is going to be able to reach people on the other side of the aisle. He's going to be able to reach disaffected lefties. Do you want to know why? Because he's not reading about trans people, gay people, pedophiles, grammars, meh, 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 meh. He's behaving like a responsible adult. He would be able to get people to look at the Republican Party differently. He would be able to get people to disrupt their thought process. And most importantly, Vivek Ramaswamy is a once-in-his-generation mind. He is incredibly smart. He is a genius. And he knows what's up. He knows what's wrong. He has lots of ideas about how to fix it. He knows explicitly what the problem is. He takes in information from other people. I don't agree with all of his positions by a long shot, but I absolutely trust Vivek to do to do his very best to do the right thing. I really do. I think he would make more good calls than bad calls. Everyone's going to make a bad call every now and again. That's called being a human being. But I think he would make far more good calls than bad calls. I think he would be better than Trump every single day of the week. And I actually think he would get elected. I don't think Trump's going to get elected in 2024, guys. I could be wrong, but I don't think he's going to. I sure as shit don't think Ron DeSantis is going to get elected in 2024. I really do believe that Vivek Ramaswamy is the only electable candidate that the GOP has, which of course is why they won't vote for him. But I do think he'll probably end up coming in second in the primary. Maybe Trump will be smart enough to choose him as a VP. Who knows? But if the GOP was smart, they would vote for Vivek and never look back and say, you know what? All of you crazy clown car candidates, no. This is the real outsider right here. We had Trump. We gave it a try. Trump has some positives. He also has a lot of negatives. Vivek is the real outsider candidate this time. He is the only one that's electable. He's the only one that's the adult in the room. And I think the GOP is crazy if they don't support him.